the closest one?
New York is the closest one. The closest one is like where I fucking live.
And it won't let you pick it, or what?
Weird. Do you want to play Luigi Brothers, the classic version? No, let's just play that. Yeah, it won't let me pick it. So yeah, we're just bitching about
Twitch nonsense.
Yeah, because Twitch is fucking Twitch. And annoying as fuck some days. But yeah, no. This week we are playing Super Mario Super Mario 3D Land. Yay.
On the Wii U.
On the Wii U.
Oh, wow. It looks like you played this a little bit then.
Yeah,
huh?
I've beaten the game. I'm on the Star Road.
Yeah, I bought the game, but I have yet to open the packaging, so kind of seeing this for the first time here.
Well, let me know what you think about it.
The Great Goal Pole.
Yeah. There's kind of a very good reason it's called that.
Oh, getting creative with their levels, I see, huh?
Yeah, the one thing I have to say about this game is it's pretty... the levels are actually pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially, like, later on.
Yeah, I mean, the Mario games always have spectacular level design, and given their experience with the 3DS version, I'm sure they learned a lot there, and just, kind of like what they did with Mario Galaxy 2, even though Mario Galaxy 1 was a really good game, the levels in Mario Galaxy 2 were even better because they had a little bit more time, a little bit more experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really like a lot of these star levels, even though, like, I've definitely gotten the closest to having to use a continue out of any of them. Like, I've died repeatedly on these levels.
Yeah.
But they're really, for the most part, they're just really, really, really good. It just kind of feels like, I don't know, they just were like, I don't know, let's take every idea.
They knew they had to make it good. They had to put a bunch of quality into it. So,
well, I mean, like they're the standard levels too.
Yeah.
And the standard levels are also good. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, you sit there and it's like you play the rest of the game and you're like, I was talking to a friend and trying to describe this game, and he's like, I don't know, how is it? And I'm like, seriously, it was like one of the few times that I've played a game and was like legitimately sad when it was over.
You just got a smile on your face the whole time.
Well,
I mean, you don't really get that, nowadays. I mean, the Mario games are always good for that. You know what you're going to get when you buy a Mario game. It's going to be high quality. They're not going to release a shit Mario game. Not like a platformer as big as this, as important as this, especially on the Wii U, where still a new system. They need to prove to everybody that good games can be made on this system.
Well, it's kind of funny because, like, right now, like, talking about proving the Wii U, I'm playing on the game exclusively on the gamepad right now.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question to you, because you can play, I guess, with Wiimotes and nunchucks or the classic controller too. No?
Yes, you can totally play with.
And then what the hell happens on the gamepad? Anything, or can you like make platforms or something like that, like in Mario World, the original Mario game? Like, does the gamepad actually do anything?
Yeah, there are definitely times in this. So I bought this one night. One of the other podcasts that I do, a friend of mine came over one night when we were about to do that podcast, and he right after I got this, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna fucking buy a Wii U anyway, so fuck it." And he bought the classic or pro or whatever it's called controller.
The controller. Yeah,
for it. And he was we just sat there and played this game like a ton, like not this one, 'cause I
The
don't
other Mario game?
Yeah, the new
New
Super
Super
Mario
Mario Brothers
which
U.
is like basically like the game just saying, "Yeah, I don't like you." That entire
Oh man, yeah.
that game doesn't fucking care.
That game is like really friggin' hard.
It does not care like that you
No,
have feelings.
no, not at all. I mean, I was playing this, and I'm just as good as anybody else at the platform game. But man, that game will just beat the shit out of you. And it's one of those games too where it's designed for multiplayer, sure, but if you get a sucky multiplayer
Oh
team,
my god! It like
it's worse.
we actually have and it's been archived the stream of us playing that night. And it was literally just the two of us just screaming at
Yeah, yeah,
obscenities at each other.
yeah,
Like, fuck. Like, most of it was just like, you're a fucking asshole and I don't know why we're friends. And
yeah.
it was, yeah, and it's just like,
I think it'd be awesome if you can get a couple of guys together that actually are like good at Mario to play it together. But if you just got like a friend that rarely plays games, it's going to be challenging. It is
well,
going to be a rough game.
he knows what he's doing is even the better part about the entire equation because like he is a gamer, he knows what he's doing,
Yeah.
and I'm like sitting there and I'm just like I feel like I'm carrying you the entire fucking time. He was using continues all over the place.
Yeah, you run out of lives. Like, when do you ever run out of lives in a Mario game?
In a fucking Mario game.
Yeah, yeah. It's brutal. I mean, it's got to be like the hardest Mario game I think ever made. I mean,
I guess Luigi is hard.
Well,
Harder.
yes, if you want to get technical about it, sure, but
So they took that game and made it like
made it
twice as
harder.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Which is already
Brute.
like well fuck.
yeah. I
you
mean,
then.
the new Super Mario Brothers games, even on like the regular DS, that was a pretty challenging game too. But the Wii U version, man, that fucking takes the cake.
That
Even
game's
even the regular Wii New Super Mario Brothers on the first Wii was another challenging game, but it's the hardest I thought on Wii U.
yeah, at least like they're fun. And
Sure.
I hate people that are just like, oh, I don't have problems with those games. They're not that hard. Blah blah blah. And I just want to be like, who are you? And what did you
Especially
do
yeah.
with your childhood?
Yeah, like especially like the new Super Luigi U. Like what? Come on.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
like I really want to play that game and this game too. I really want to play it with 4 players. I'm just never going to get 4 players in the same room with 4 controllers that actually want to play this game that are somewhat skilled at gaming. It's just a shame because that's my biggest fucking gripe with Nintendo is they make awesome games like these Mario games, but they make them same sofa only. Like, put that shit online. I don't know why Nintendo doesn't believe in online play, and it frustrates the piss out of me. Like,
I could see it in like the Mario games because you would hit the first instance of lag and it would just be over.
yeah, I mean, I think, to be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this, I think it's just lazy development. Like Nintendo, they've been on record, and I've seen interviews with the developers, and they're like, well, we just wanted to focus on the community aspect, so they add the stupid Miiverse crap that nobody cares about, and the guy sitting right next to you. Like, that's just an excuse to not put their shit online, and they wonder why
Well, and
the Wii U's like not selling. Like, look at Xbox. Like, Xbox wouldn't really be anything without Xbox Live. Look at PlayStation Network. Like, you need online stuff now, and just Nintendo is so far behind.
they said there was a developer that wanted to remain anonymous that supposedly was developing for the Wii U and got a dev kit and went up to them and just went, ah, ah.
Yeah, this is a crazy level. Um, I mean, that's just the problem. I mean, there's no so like they put all their money in this Miiverse, and I don't know about you, I don't even understand Miiverse. I don't get it. I don't think it's fun. I mean, what the hell is even Miiverse? It doesn't like affect gameplay anyway. It's like you just post stupid pictures. Wow, great. I don't I don't.
Yeah.
I, I really don't understand it. I mean, give me friggin' online co-op play with, give me one friend code. That's fine, but let's have some type of a community system like Xbox Live where you can all meet in a hub and private chat, and you just cannot do these things. It's just in the game suffer. Like, here's again a really great game, really fun game that only Nintendo. This is the only Nintendo can make a game of this quality. They can only do these types of things, but then they just neglect the online aspect of it. They don't understand that here in America, everybody is spread out. You're not gonna take the bus and be able to street pass with all these people and things like that. So that's why they had to create the relay points. It's like they kind of acknowledge it like halfway. It just frustrates the shit out of me. It's like I really want to play this game 4-player co-op, and I'm just never going to have the opportunity to.
Speaking of like the street pass stuff, like Bravely Default, you need to like street pass with people.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got to build up your city and stuff. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to like do anything.
Okay, so I have kind of built up the city at this point without doing anything, like just going online. But that was literally something that Square put in clearly at the last minute to be like, this just isn't going to sell in America. Like,
yeah.
We can't do this in fucking America without
yeah
like conceding the fact that like.
So you can go online and get friends now.
You can go online and you can get up to it's 3 or 4 a day.
Oh, yeah. And that's just like with the random, like you just like click. I want to go online and find a
once
buddy.
A day, and at midnight it resets, and you just click like, I need new friends, and it will give you like,
a few a day then, huh?
Yeah, a handful of friends a day.
Well, that's good that they did that, because otherwise, like just like this Mario game, no one is going to get any followers. You might get like one or something. Luckily, if you're going to Target shopping, or if you're going on a trip, you bring it to the airport. Sure, you can find a couple of, but.
Oh, you know what? The best part about that one is it has to be people playing the game. It's not like there was talk that it was just if you street pass anyone. This game literally is they have to be playing that game, and they have to have information on that game in particular.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. That's just specializing it even more.
Do you know how many people I've street passed, like legitimately street passed, and then like let's take something that's even kind of popular like Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I think I've legitimately street passed 5 people with Monster Hunter, and I've street passed over 100 people at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I've had my 3DS like I don't know, like 2 years.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And I at one point used to take that damn thing with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I was always like, oh, never know, you might get a street pass, and like
and like you get like 1, and you'd be like, hell yeah, you get super excited about like 1.
Yeah, 1, and like like in Japan, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to like Akihabara.
You walk down the street, you get like dozens.
Yeah. Oh, I filled it up already. Whoops.
Yeah, like that's not like the only place that you're really gonna get any kind of like street passing is like if you go to fucking like E3 or like PAX or something.
Oh, supposedly like at PAX you can just sit down with your 3DS.
Yeah, because that's the only place. The only place that I really had success with street pass is when I went to the airport, and that's when I went flew out of Midway Airport or O'Hare Airport here in Chicago, which is like one of the busiest, if not the busiest airport I think in America. So there's just always a million people walking around, and that I had, I got a handful. So I was super excited about it. I was like, holy shit, look at this! I actually got street passes.
Oh, I found a cheat for that, by the way.
What's that?
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Okay, so with street passes, you what is it? The like whatever it is that they do on
the near field communication.
Whatever it is that they do at like McDonald's.
Oh, the relay point.
The relay points that they do at McDonald's and Starbucks and.
Yeah, there's one at Best Buy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they do them at Home Depot too.
Oh, I didn't know they did it at Home Depot.
No one knew they did it at Home
That's
Depot.
fucking
They
weird.
never
That's
fucking announced it.
yeah.
Well, okay, so they do it at every Wi-Fi point at those places.
Oh, so there's probably gonna be a couple of them.
10.
Of them.
There's
Oh,
the maximum number of street passes you can have there. So if you take your DS to Home Depot, you max out your street passes.
huh.
Yeah.
That would be like the last place I would think to like bring my fucking DS.
Literally was like on another website that specializes in handheld stuff, and they were like, yeah, so I was screwing around on Reddit on like the handheld section, and I literally found this post, and there were like people from Home Depot that were like, yeah, I work there, I can verify this.
Wow,
Yeah, and it's like,
that's crazy.
and like I guess there were people that worked there that were like emailing corporate that were just like, we should like tell people
You
about
should, yeah.
this.
You get more. You get a bunch of game. Like, why no gamer nerd is gonna go to fucking Home Depot? For like any reason at all
And
to
Home
get like
Depot was
hardware
like,
supplies. But now this is a great excuse for them to get up and go.
yeah, but it was like in Home Depot's defense, like I'm not going to go to Home Depot to like I'm not going to go there to buy anything more than I would. Like I'm going to be like,
Right.
oh, my shower head's broken. I guess I'll go
Yeah.
to Home Depot. Like
Yeah.
I'm just if I go to Home Depot now,
I'll just bring it with.
yeah, well, no, I mean I'll go out of my way to go to Home Depot.
Yeah, versus like Menards or some other kind of hardware store.
Well, no, I mean like I'll just to walk around and get street passes.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. Like you can do some cool shit with Street. Like I really like that idea. It's really cool, but
No
you
one,
know
you can't do it in America.
you just can't do it in America. I mean, you go on the fucking bus in Japan and you get 50 of them.
Last time I went to New York City, I brought it.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. I got like two.
I walked through Times fucking
Time
Square,
Square. Yeah, I did the same
and I got
thing.
yeah, and I got like two. And I walked around for hours.
Yeah, and there was it was nothing. And it was like now, granted, it was like right after the ambassador program, so it was like
Oh, so still a little early.
it was a little early. It wasn't like around this time, but it was still like I'm sitting there and I'm like, if anywhere in America that this is going to work, it's right here.
It's right here, right now.
now.
Yeah, I did because I went to New York Times Square last summer, brought it around, and I got just a few, Times Square, and that's just walking around. I went to Grand Central Station,
Yup.
and I got a few. It wasn't like an astronomical amount where because you get like achievements for street passing, like it's like 20 people at once, 50 people at once, or something like that, within a very short amount of time. And I got like 5. I got the one where you get like, oh, you street pass 5 people at once, good job, and you get that little like checkbox or whatever it is.
Yeah, I got the 10 at Home Depot.
10 at home, right? Exactly.
Yeah, and let's hear that again at
Home Depot. Yeah, I would never would have guessed that. Even like because I know that they were bragging about Best Buy. Go to Best Buy, talk to the relay point there, and now the relay points apparently before you were supposed to get 1 per relay point, but now you're supposed to get up to I think it's like 7 or 6 or something like that
so
at one time now.
they're already trying to like.
They're trying, yeah, and so instead of just you getting the last person's and then the next person getting yours, you actually get like the last 6 people or something, or last 8 people, whatever the number is.
So they're kind of acknowledging.
They're trying to acknowledge it, but then again, here's Mario 3D World, and nothing is fucking online. Oh, we got Miiverse support. Who fucking cares? I get like, man, it's so.
The only time that the funny, I've seen funny stuff that's inappropriate, and that's
right, because you just get jagoffs like us who just like draw cocks on everything.
it wasn't even like a cock. It was like there's a ton of stuff that I've seen like people post online that it was like, yeah, so I was playing and I saw this, and it's like. It was like you could tell it was like a kid who got it for like a birthday or something. It was like,
Yeah.
I like playing this game. It distracts me when mommy and daddy are fighting, and it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Miiverse is I really don't understand it. The only benefit that I've ever gotten out of Miiverse was playing Zelda Wind Waker HD, where early in the game you get the little the camera, the little picto box thing, whatever they call it, and you go to the first island, the first like city, like Outset Island or whatever it's called, and one of the characters gives you a task of taking a picture, but you only get a clue, and the clue is something like, it's something bright that you see every day or some crap like that. So you might think it's like a light pole or something, but it's actually like it's the moon actually. And I didn't like, they I don't know what the exact quote was, but it was the moon. And then as I was doing that quest, I walked to the shore and there was a bottle there randomly, and I picked up the bottle, and inside was a message just from some random dude saying, here's the picture of the moon, what the one character is asking for. And then you can actually click on the picture and you can like save it to your own picture box.
Really?
So I was able to use that picture because I was just playing during the day. Otherwise I would have had to like go do some other shit, come back at night. I would have forgot about it, but I was just able to click on it, save it, and it saved like right to my picto box in the game. And then I was able to use that picture that some other dude took, and I was able to give it to that guy and complete that quest. So that was cool. Like something like that is unique, but outside of
that's
that's
actually really cool.
Outside of that one instance, though,
and that's like almost borderline cheating too.
It's right. It's like I mean, it's kind of like if you ever play Dark Souls, where you can kind of like leave messages, like if you die, like for the next person that like comes by. It's kind of like that same example.
Yeah.
But even still, like that's the only like benefit that I've ever even like seen.
Yeah, and those quests with the Picto box, like I know that
they get fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I know you're supposed to get like some like insane reward or something if you do them all.
Well, you're supposed to take a picture of like every enemy and like every like important thing in the game, and then you get some kind of bonus. I don't remember what it was.
One of my friends from high school did it. And
that's I mean that just takes hours. I mean that's
dude was crazy.
Yeah, you have to be crazy to get that. Like that.
He was
completionist. That's like extreme.
He was one of the most devoted video gamers I've ever met in my life.
I don't have that kind of time. I'm not gonna lie. I just do not have that kind of time to do all this kind of shit.
I wouldn't even call it that was like straight up devotion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, only the hardest of the hardcore are going to complete that.
Even then, I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? And he's like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
And it's like, is it even fun? And
right.
He's just like, no, not really.
He just feels compelled to do this. It's work. It's work.
Yes.
Like it's like a chore.
Yeah. Here's this chore that I would like someone to. Dear Craigslist.
I don't get it, but.
And like I think it was like actually a really decent reward, but like when he told me what it was, I was like, that's really good.
I know, like you can you can turn the pictures like into action figures or something, and then you can like take the action figures and you can kind of like rotate them around and zoom in and then take pictures of the action figures or something like that. It's something along those lines. I'm probably missing something, but
I thought you got something else.
If
you got
maybe
them, you had to get them all, though.
Yeah, there most likely is. I'm not sure. I mean, you got to look up a fax or something, but
fax? What is this? The 80s?
But the one thing about Zelda Wind Waker, and I know you said you didn't have a chance to play it yet. Okay, so here's the deal. I think Zelda Wind Waker, for me, is borderline unplayable.
Really?
And why is it unplayable? And I don't know how you can fuck this up, but they did. There's no option to invert the camera. And I'm an inverter. I play everything, flight controls. Down goes up goes down. I cannot play up goes up and down goes. I just cannot I cannot do it. I play all my first person shooters that way.
Wrong. You
Star
play them all
Fox.
wrong.
You know, that's the way you should be playing. It's flight controls. So they with Zelda Wind Waker,
Yeah, it's the way you should be playing when it's a flight game.
no, it's fucked up, man. And then so you can there's the option when you're looking through first person view to make it, down goes up goes down. But in just like regular camera view, there's no option to invert the camera. I mean, like that's like every game 101. Just put that option in there.
That was also like a 2002 game.
Yeah, but they remade. I mean, they added stuff. They took they added the whole Miiverse thing. They took away the whole GBA linking thing. They had to upres they had to make the game for 16:9 instead of 4:3 aspect ratio. They went in and they added like all these extra things. Like, why couldn't you just, and like I would think just inverting the fucking camera would be a relatively easy option to implement.
Right, I forgot there was GBA control.
There was right, and they got rid of that. And I was like one of the few people that actually like used that and enjoyed it. I thought it was actually.
You were like huge on the GBA though. That was your game. That was your system.
I love the GBA, but I mean it's just.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed the portable Super Nintendo. It's basically what that was.
No, absolutely. But Zelda Wind Waker, I was playing Wind Waker for several hours, and I'd get fucked up playing the up goes up, down goes down, non-inverted look, and I like kind of got used to it, but not really. And then I went back and I just tried to play. I started playing Dead Island because that was the free Xbox game at the beginning of the month, which is just first person shooter, and I was all fucked up. I couldn't play. Like I was confused. I was like, wait, up goes up or up goes down, and so I fucked up myself by playing Zelda Wind Waker with its non-goddamn invert.
Actually, at one point, I was like really weird. It was like right after college, I was able to like go back and forth between them. And neither one bothered me.
Really, yeah. I can't do it. I need invert. I only play invert on everything. So that was sucks because I really want to play Zelda, but now it's like I'm afraid to because I don't want to fuck myself up for future games. I don't want to confuse
yourself.
Yeah, it's man, it's the most heartbreaking thing. It's like how can you mess that up?
You don't care.
Yeah, that's basically like even now. Like you should be able to patch it. Like they were able to patch Skyward Sword on the Wii through the eShop. There's a patch that if you go to like one of the 3 dungeons at the end first, you can like fuck up your save file. And they had a patch on the WiiWare original Wii shop that you can do. It's like if they can do that. On the Wii, they can patch the Wind Waker. Just give me friggin' invert controls, will ya?
Oh, don't have enough stars. Alright. So now I get to go back and do a star hunt until I have 210 stars.
So is that where you get like in the previous New Super Mario Brothers games? There's like 3 gold coins in each level.
Yeah, there are 3 stars in each level.
3 star. Okay, so same idea then.
Yeah.
Some are a bitch to get.
Oh yeah, which is
you have no. You know what I didn't like about like the new Super Mario is like sometimes like you needed like the mini mushroom to go through like one of those little tiny cracks in the wall, but you can't get a mini mushroom until you go back like 2 worlds, 2 levels back, and you get one, you beat it. That was kind of a pain.
Oh yeah, there were in like New Super Mario World, the one for the 3DS. There were definitely like I think it was like. Trying to remember, there was like one of the worlds that like I think I got to it, but like it took me forever to get to it. I think it was the mini mushroom world because it you had to beat
Yeah.
the boss as small
As the
Mario,
small, right? Yeah, exactly. Right,
and
right,
it
right.
just took me so long to get
Yeah,
there that when I finally did, I was just like, I don't fucking care anymore.
yeah. You get pissed off. That's what I didn't. So there was like a little bit of tedium with some instances like that, but I like how you can run these worlds now. It's not just like grid. You're just walking on a path.
Yeah.
And I think just a nice subtle touch. I like this. No loading between the worlds too. It just
Oh
continuously
yeah,
goes.
it's just the world.
That
The
was
world is the
yeah.
world.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Cat Mario.
Yeah,
I
which
mean,
is
that,
like
when,
actually
when I,
one of the best Mario's.
when I first saw that, I was like, "This is like the dumbest Mario suit ever."
It actually is one of the best Mario suits I've ever played.
So
As
what is he? So he can like climb walls, and
yeah,
then
yeah, you can go straight up walls.
is that it, or is it like
Um,
you kind of did like a float or
yeah,
something,
you can. There's a
or a
dash attack you
glide?
can do.
Oh,
Um, there's oh god, there's a ton of stuff. There's like a swipe attack that you can do. It's not quite like a
oh,
fire flower,
yeah,
but it's like a close range fire flower.
yeah. You can paw at him.
Yeah, sort of.
What other suits are in here? You had a boomerang.
Yep, Boomerang Brothers suit is in. Um, God, now you're gonna make me
Well, of
wonder.
course, the fire flower. Is there the ice flowers?
Yes, but they're rarer.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that was the other thing about New Super Mario Brothers, like on the Wii and stuff. Uh,
Giant Mario, which you've seen.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if there's Tiny Mario, Ice Skating Mario,
Mm,
which is new.
hmm
Um, it's just kind of like another shoe Mario, sort of.
Yeah, the Kirby shoe.
Yeah,
Ooh, right down the hole.
yeah, I know. Not all of these stars are easier to get.
Yeah. Uh, so you haven't you or
Fuck my life.
did you play this one co-op?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
New Super
so
Mario
I guess
Bros.
is it going to be like New Super Mario Brothers, like where if one guy dies, you turn into a bubble and you got to like burst the
No, I
bubble?
have no idea.
Yeah.
Um, it might also be like every man for himself. That like, oh, you're
Yeah.
fucking dead. You're fucking dead.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's the other thing about Super Mario. So one guy can play as Luigi who jumps higher, but is a little
I
more
guess he
erratic with his
retained those in
controls.
this.
Yeah, like Peach can float. So like it goes back to Mario too. That's what I like because it's like in New Super Mario Bros. Everybody was the same thing. Everybody, everybody jumps the same height. Everybody has the same abilities, and that was the other reason why in the original New Super Mario Brothers, where you play as like yellow and blue Toad, and the developers even said, yeah, we were thinking about adding Peach, but we didn't want to do it because we didn't want to animate her because she's got a dress and hair. Like again, it's just taking the lazy way out.
Yeah, that is kind of really fucking lazy. Like, oh yeah, yeah, no, Peach was actually totally gonna be in here, but
Yeah, that's what they said. So instead, they just palette swap Toad because they only had to make one, and then let's just change the color.
and was that for the HD? That was the HD one.
That was the Wii U, New Super Mario Brothers U version.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like exactly something they would do with that game too.
I know. Like, and it would be cool to, like that's why I really like the appeal of this game, especially the multiplayer, because everything's a little bit different.
It kind of seems like they took their time
They
finally.
took their time. Looks like the level design is great, different.
Fucking did it again!
So
Try
if
one
this
more
was
time.
online co-op,
Shut up.
Well, I'm just saying, Nintendo, they need
No,
to
I
get
mean,
on
it
the
just sounds
block.
like you're mocking, so I'm telling you to shut the fuck up. I'm not arguing with your
Well, a
point.
little bit, yeah.
I'm not arguing with your point. I'm just arguing with the
Yeah.
fact that you could passively be mocking me at this point. I'm not saying I don't deserve it. I'm just saying shut the fuck up.
Well, it's really hard to play and stream at the same time. That's for
Oh,
sure.
now, no, okay, I see. Now
No
you're trying to
excuses
make
there. I'm on
you're
your
trying to make me
side.
feel better. Okay, eat a dick.
Post that on Meverse. Eat a dick.
Dear Mario, eat a dick. Love, Dan.
So that coin box just keeps going then, huh?
Yeah, I think it has infinite coins.
You like need the infinite coins because if you keep dying with these
Yeah,
hard
thanks.
levels,
Thanks.
and if you just suck major balls,
Okay, I died a bunch of times. We've only been doing this for half an hour, but I'm all set now. That's it for me.
yeah.
That's it. That's it. I'm all set. I'm all set on this front. Hey, how's it going?
Refip,
You know?
refip. So we're playing Mario, what is it? New Super Mario World 3D, or is it just Super Mario 3D World?
Super Mario 3D World. And I'm kind of terrible at it, so
Yeah.
I'm at the point that I need to start fucking. Oh, he's gone, so we can just be done now. Which
Yeah.
I'm gonna be done now
That's fine.
because fuck this.
Anyway, so this week this has been New Super Mario Brothers. Follow us on mygamer.com. We'll post this stream on demand in a little bit. My name is Zach. You can follow me at Zach Gaz on Twitter. Follow us, My Gamer, on Twitter too. We post new stuff all the time. Got a bunch of reviews coming for big games. Hopefully, we'll get Castlevania soon. Things like that.
Absolutely. You can follow me at Gilman. I'm on Varms.net as well. This stream will go on live. On My Gamer as soon as I have enough energy to post it. I'm done being lazy.
Yeah.
All right. So we will see you guys
Next week.
Next week. All right. Laters.